Dates from the ongoing, or rather, before we go to politics, let's bring you updates from the ongoing United Nations General Assembly taking place in New York, where President Muhammadu Buhari told world leaders that climate change reduces opportunity and prosperity in Africa, Latin America, and some parts of Asia, which has also contributed to transnational organized crimes. This comes just as world leaders call for urgent action to reverse cuts to vital health services for women, children, and adolescents caused by COVID-19, conflict, and climate change. Esther Mokbarela reports.
Speaking at the Assembly ahead of the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Egypt, scheduled to hold in November, President Buhari says the current administration has adopted a national climate change strategy, which aims to deliver climate change mitigation in a sustainable manner, as part of the country's efforts of achieving the global net zero aspirations.
Africa and other developing nations produce only a small proportion of greenhouse gas emissions compared to industrialized economies. Yet, we are the hardest hit by the consequences of climate change, as we see in the sustained drought in Somalia and floods of unprecedented severity in Pakistan. These and other climate-related occurrences are now suddenly becoming widely commonplace in the developing world. We are, in effect, literally paying the price for policies that others pursue. This needs to change.
He further called on global leaders to commit to releasing the financing and technology to create a stable and affordable framework for energy transition.
Fortunately, we now know what we can do to mitigate the effects of the climate crisis and the related energy challenge. As a first step, we must all commit to releasing the financing and the technology to create a stable and affordable framework for energy transmission. Development financial institutions must prioritize de-risking energy projects to improve access of renewable projects to credit facilities. There should be no countries left behind in this question.
In the meantime, the president is hopeful that the United Nations General Assembly 77 and the forthcoming COP27 summit would help galvanize the political will required to drive action towards the fulfillment of the various existing climate change initiatives.